Just a short train journey away from the heart of Osaka City in Japan, a brand new world of adventure now awaits all who wish to seek it. Osaka is the home to the site of Universal Studios Japan, part of the chain of themed amusement parks, and within its doors lies the destination in question. So, let's go! Super Nintendo World was finally able to hold its grand opening earlier in 2021 with a fanfare of a ribbon-cutting ceremony attended by self-proclaimed Mario's dad Shigeru Miyamoto. Had the virus that shall not be named not taken over the world, its original opening would have been during the middle of 2020, in time for the original Olympic Games of Tokyo's program, before that was also postponed to 2021. But as the saying goes, better late than never, and hopefully the time accrued in delays was used well to polish up the area's attractions. My experience began with me arriving at the park entrance on April 12, 2021, having completed an online reservation of the basic park ticket and a set of express passes for the Super Nintendo World area plus other things. However, to my surprise actually, the park could have been considered quite sparsely populated. My visit was on a Monday around the time that the new Japanese school semester starts, so I put it down to that, as well as the obvious, virus and things. My temperature was taken upon entry and I must have used the hand sanitizer station at least every 20 to 30 minutes during my stay. After having a talk with a crew member, that's where I found out that none of the express pass entry restrictions were being implemented, as the park must have considered this an off-peak day, based on the number of guests. On busier days, they used a timed entry system for their more popular areas, including Super Nintendo World, but not on my visit. Although it did mean a good portion of my ticket money had been spent for nothing, I still considered it useful as a standby safety net to get access to where I wanted to go, which only proves how essential it is to check if your desired attractions are going to be operating before your visit. For example, many of the theatrical attractions were closed as a virus prevention measure, and one of the top roller coasters there, the Flying Dinosaur, was actually under scheduled maintenance. But anyway, you're here to see Super Nintendo World, I bet. Let's stop the preamble and travel through that warp pipe. Into the Mushroom Kingdom we go through Princess Peach's eloquent castle lobby, paintings and all. Upon first entry, it truly felt like me and the other guests were stepping foot right into the video game world. The meticulous attention to detail in replicating the current slew of Super Mario titles was evident. And as a side note, I am aware that some people voiced negatively about there being pretty much only Super Mario oriented theming in an area advertised as a Nintendo world, but as I said when I first saw those arguments, Super Mario is usually the next item in the train of thought if one thinks about Nintendo. The plumber has such strong selling power, that's pretty much a fact. But I digress. My first point of call was actually the main gift shop, 1UP Factory, to pick up another thing I reserved online, my power-up wristband. This bracelet device works with RFID tagging technology and allows the wearer to fully interact with Super Nintendo World's smorgasbord variety of interactive elements. This takes the form of a geotagging treasure hunt, where the guest can interact with blocks by hitting the sensor pad underneath to earn coins, and play various skill-based and physical minigames for other rewards. The power-up band can be linked with the Universal Studio Japan's Super Nintendo World companion app to track your coin count, stamp collections, and entries in the leaderboards. And later on I found out about another incredible feature of them, which I'll delve into after talking about the two main rides in the area. Behind the foreboding facade of Bowser's Castle Lair lies the signature attraction. Mario Kart Koopa's Challenge uses cutting-edge augmented reality and rider interaction technology in an exciting tracked ride based on the immense best-selling karting game franchise. The premise comes in the form of a letter sent by Bowser to Mario, throwing down a brand new challenge with the following. Yoku kike Mario. Waga ai no shiro ni koi. Kart de shoubu da. Matte iru zo. And so Team Mario enlists the help of the guests to race alongside them against Team Bowser with all the Koopalings and go for the trophy awaiting the winning team. And honestly, to say any more about the ride's mechanics would undersell it compared to riding it yourself. I'd spoil way too many surprises and intricacies, but suffice it to say that this ride has become a new entry into my all-time favourite theme park rides list. The ride system itself is a marvel of technology, always engaging and plenty of fun, but I think the pre-ride is worth talking about too. The first chamber with the awesome Bowser statue, All of the nods to Mario Kart games, the theming of the queue line is lots of fun. Plus, the ride demonstration videos should be commended too. There's hardly any interfering voiceover, particularly that in a foreign language for English natives. It instead opts for graphics and moving images that perfectly explain everything with only small text phrases accompanying it. It's accessible for every mother tongue, and if you're like me, your first ride won't be the last if you can get your way. Which of course I could, so I had 4 rides throughout my visit. That's how much I loved Mario Kart Koopa's Challenge. And now for something more relaxing. Guests may notice a train of Yoshis meandering about in the distance. Join them in Yoshi's adventure on a charming leisurely cruise in search for special coloured eggs, featuring several of the baby characters, Captain Toad and Toadette, and of course, many different Yoshis. This Omnimover attraction definitely slows things down after going flat out on the Mario Kart ride in the games. It's great for younger family groups and offers nice vistas of the park area whilst you ride, but also be sure to look out for the secrets in the queue line with the power-up wristband. But of course, the entire park area could be considered an attraction all by itself, much like a huge adventure playground. Question blocks have coins inside to collect, you can find secrets by looking in the AR binoculars, you can play the various minigames to win even more stamps and rewards, some of which become enhanced after collecting the other items beforehand, and even meeting and greeting the characters in the Mushroom Kingdom gets you rewards. Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad are kitted out with animatronic faces and voices, and with the help of the power band technology, every meet and greet can play out in a different way. For example, my time with the 2 Mario brothers was actually led by Luigi, telling me what poses to do for the photos, so I picked up the rewards for meeting him. It would have given me Mario's rewards if it was him leading it. And my meeting with Princess Peach was also noteworthy, as I went to see her after just finishing my first Mario Kart ride and winning the game on it. After the crew attendant scanned my power-up band, they told Peach about my Mario Kart antics, and the princess offered me congratulations for winning the trophy. I don't know of many other examples of character meet and greets that go to this insane amount of meticulousness to surprise the guest each time with fresh interactions. And a big credit to the Japanese crew members when they tried English to explain the processes to me. Even though I figured out the deal even before it was my turn, I appreciated the effort. Now, the weather could not have been more perfect on my visit, albeit it was a little warm, so it was a great chance to sample the area-specific refreshments. I powered up during the day from my souvenir mushroom drinks holder and stayed cool with a mango lassi. There's also the popcorn stands with specialized flavors and more souvenir containers. But before I got too ahead of myself in Nintendo World, I realized that there's more theme park to see, so I left for a moment, safe in the knowledge I could freely go back in later to see the rest of Universal Studios Japan. And during my time visiting the other attractions, I found myself thinking that despite the world having gone through so much abnormality and the park obviously trying to deal with the expected hit in revenue, it felt nice to be in a place of leisure pretending that normality had come back. The constant reminders to remain socially distant where possible and sanitize regularly aside, I still enjoyed the theme park as if nothing was out of the ordinary. Almost every crew member on the attractions, shops and janitorial duties put on their happiest smiles and their most Genki na aisatsu for the guests. I sincerely hope that their attitude to the jobs isn't too hindered by the state of the world and the impact it's having on the leisure sector, and so I simply just enjoy taking in my regular favourite parts in the park once again. I would always go to this place, Mel's Diner, for my big meal in the park, but that's when I remembered that a new chef had set up shop here, and in order to go and see them, I had to go back through the warp pipe. For people looking for a sit-down meal in Super Nintendo World, Kinopio's Cafe has you covered. With this being the Mushroom Kingdom, naturally the signature ingredient is mushrooms, and so the Toads are working to offer a delicious menu featuring lots of said mushrooms. I couldn't really turn down Chef Kinopio's recommended options, so my choices included the Mario Bacon Cheeseburger topped with a generous helping of sauteed onions and mushrooms. And for desserts, this delightfully packaged tiramisu inside a question block made from sweet langue de chat cookies. My table had the perfect view of the kitchen area, the sounds of well-known Mario tunes and the ambient speakers was a bit of gourmet for my ears as well, and not even the random attacks from Bowser's Armada could spoil the mood. I'm glad the meal came out tasting pretty good as well. It kind of had to, at 3,000 yen for the whole set including my drink, but nonetheless it was good eating. My compliments to Chef Kinopio. As nighttime approached, the question blocks became brightly illuminated and the warm glows from the Rosalina-style street lamps lit up the area. This place must be great to look at in the darkest nighttime. Unfortunately, I couldn't quite get that far into the night as the whole park was operating under shorter hours as a safety measure. So in the time I had left, I got my last few rides on Mario Kart, tried the games once more, and honestly, just gazed gleefully at everything I saw here. In my adult age, this place managed to make me feel just as excited as I did when I was a kid visiting a theme park. Its interactivity is state of the art, its rides and attractions are simply so much fun. This place is truly leaving a lasting impression on so many people. The world could use more places like this as soon as it's prudent and safe to visit them, and I'm excited to witness Super Nintendo World's room and extension developments hopefully very soon. What could end up being behind this door, for example? Rumours say there'll be Donkey Kong attractions through here, but we'll have to wait and see. For now, I'll say that I wish everyone can come here one day, or experience it at the other planned Super Nintendo World sites opening in the coming years. Now everyone can play with power. Nintendo power. A big supermassive hello to you all, thanks again for watching this video. Be sure to leave your likes and comments down below if you want to go to Super Nintendo World yourself, and for more videos in the future, click the subscribe button and the notification bell icon. Catch my Twitch live streams on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at twitch.tv/rickb321, and be sure to follow my other social pages on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks again for watching, stay you and stay awesome, and I'll see you all later on.